with a ball on the end, but it smells like candy. It smells so good. It is like, I've, I went sort of over to the Fresh bar because I've heard a lot about their lip glosses. I don't really have $20 to spend on a lip balm. I might do it anyway because I do tend to have fairly dry lips, and you know, I'm like, oh, dry lips, might as well shell out for it. So good. Anyway, this stuff smells really good, and my sister commented on it at the time. She was like, I really like it, it's really good. And I was like, oh yeah, you know, perfume. And then we sort of continued walking around Sephora. But when I went back in there, I was like, I'm gonna get this for her. Her birthday's not until November, but for some reason I was like, yup, I'm gonna get this for her now. And basically yesterday, when I came home, I was sort of talking makeup with her. And I was like, oh, you know, what do you want for your birthday? Da, da, da. And she was like, oh, you know, I kind of think makeup would be a nice gift. Like that, I'd be okay with that. And I was like, oh, yeah. She's like, yeah, and like perfume and stuff. And I was like, oh, what kind of perfume do you like? And she was like, oh, there was that Fresh kind that was in Sephora. And I was like, oh, yeah, that was a really nice scent. Yeah, I'll think about it for your birthday. But I had it in my purse. So basically what I decided to do is in the morning, I went into her room, and it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. My sister doesn't wake up till 7:30, and she's just like so grumpy if you wake her up early. So I went into her room under the pretext of borrowing a cardigan. And you know, she looks up briefly, and I'm like, borrowing a cardigan. She's like, puts the pillow back on her head. And I took that opportunity to leave the little Sephora bag on her dress, and I took the opportunity to leave the little Sephora bag on her dresser. So when she woke up, she would have seen it. I wasn't actually in the house at that point, but I figured she'd still really like it because it's kind of cute, like, yay, I love my sister so much. She's so amazing and wonderful. In my sister's voice, which is what my sister sounds like. But she really did like it, and she's been wearing it every day since, and it just smells so good. I'm so pleased with it. But the other thing I picked up there that wasn't a present for my boyfriend was Benefit, and this is their Feeling Cheeky pack of minis. And so there's Posy Tint, High Beam, and Benetint. And I wasn't gonna get this. I wasn't gonna get anything for me. I was just like, no, getting something for Brianna, and then I'm leaving. That didn't happen. This was in the, you know, the little boxes that they have by the checkout. Oh man. And it was $18, and I was like, sweet, there's 3 things in it. I'm gonna try it. So I'll start with, we'll go from like least favorite to most favorite, I guess. So High Beam, and it's this cute little mini bottle. So you can see High Beam. And it's basically just, it's a luminescent complexion enhancer. And it's like a goo. I'm trying to like do this in a way that you can see it, but it's like a goo kind of thing. It's basically like the consistency of lip gloss. And it's just a really sparkly, shimmery, kind of like lotion-y thing. And you're supposed to put it like on the highlights of your cheeks and under your brow bone and stuff. And I put a little bit on my nose, but I like it. It's cute, but for, gosh, I'm not sure how much. I'll leave a little annotation here that says how much it is, but for that amount of money, it's nice, but it is kind of, I had someone else say that a lot of the stuff Benefit makes can kind of be a bit gimmicky, and I disagree with that for the most part, but I find that this is definitely one of them. So that was kind of disappointing. But the next one is Benetint, and they have a really funny story about it if you want to go read it. I'm not going to recite it off the top of my head because I'm going to get it wrong. So it is a liquid, jiggle, and it's a liquid cheek stain basically, and it's for lips too. I don't really find it works that way, but it doesn't work like that on me. I guess you need like paler lips or something, I don't know. But you basically put a couple of swatches on each cheek and then blend it out. Smile when you do it. And so I have it on right now. I really like it. It's really cute. One thing I would definitely say about it is don't let it soak in. Like, get your 3 swatches on and like rub really fast, or else it does leave a stain. So you do have to be careful that you're not getting like, you know, I put on actually a fair amount. You also need to be careful that you don't put too much on, because I've had this on for 8 hours. It hasn't faded at all. It comes off when I want it off, not when it feels like with most blushes, which is what I love about this product. So it's like, there's a lot of it in here. Like, people have said that about Benefit's products before, that they're very generous in their samples. They are. For like this is gonna last me a while. I don't know yet whether or not I'll repurchase it because it's a bit of like, it's a sexy flush. And I don't know if I'm really a sexy flush kind of person. I tend to run more with corals. But it is very, very nice, and I really do quite like this. So undecided about whether I would purchase this in the full size, but if you're really into like into liquid blushes, then it's